let's discuss body cam footage. What is going on with Brian Kohberger's traffic stop from August 21st, 2022 in Moscow? He was pulled over by a Latah County sheriff. We know there's body cam because it's mentioned in the PCA. Why, when people send FOIA requests, is the sheriff's department stating that it's part of an ongoing investigation? The two stops in Pullman over in Whitman County, Washington, have been released. Law enforcement has even released the noise complaint footage from 1122 King Road and the band-filled body cam. They're saying all of those body cam footages aren't involved in an ongoing case. So why are they saying his body cam footage from his stop in Moscow is part of an ongoing case? It's really interesting. What do you think? Here's where the PCA mentions it. Okay, so in the probable cause affidavit, it says further investigation, including a review of Latah County Sheriff's Deputy Corporal Duke's body cam, and reports showed that on August 21st, 2022, Brian Kohberger was detained as part of a traffic stop that occurred in Moscow, Idaho, by Corporal Duke. At the time, Kohberger, who was the sole occupant, was driving a white 2015 Hyundai Elantra with Pennsylvania plate LFC 8649, which was set to expire on November 30th, 2022. During the stop, which was recorded via a law enforcement body cam, Kohberger provided his phone number as blank 8458, herefore after the 8458 phone, as his cellular telephone number. Investigation conducted electronically. Say that's how they got his phone number. Now, this is floating around on the internet as a copy of his citation. And it matches up with what's also on the Idaho court cases website. But it's really odd because it says infraction citation and vehicle safety restraint fail to use. August 21st, 2022 at 11:40 p.m. And it shows Darren Duke, Latah County Sheriff, and then it shows what his court hearing date is. It has the car, Hyundai Elantra, the license plate. Now the name is redacted, but it's got the address. Everything else matches with Kohberger. When I go to the iCourt portal, I find that same citation in the Latah Magistrate Court. It shows that it was filed on 8/22. The case number, the infraction, and failure to appear. So he didn't show up for the hearing in September. It shows that it was a vehicle safety restraint failure. And then on this last part, it shows that the case was closed. There was default judgment because he didn't show up. And he had a $10 fine, and he did pay it on September 23rd. But what's really curious is seatbelt infractions are secondary. So here is the Idaho Rules of the Road. Chapter 6, 49673 is safety restraint use. And you can read down through here talking about the seatbelt usage, but this is the interesting part. On this page right here, under Section 5, it says enforcement of this section by law enforcement officers may be accomplished only as a secondary action when the operator of the motor vehicle has been detained for a suspected violation of another law. And this is also on another Idaho website talking about the Idaho seatbelt law, the click it, don't risk it. A law enforcement officer can issue a citation solely for a safety restraint, but there must be a violation leading to the traffic stop. So what was the other violation? Why is it only showing a seatbelt violation when that's a secondary? What was he originally pulled over for that then prompted the seatbelt violation? And why is that not listed? And why isn't on the iCourt portal either? Did that get thrown out? But why is there not a paper trail about it? Why does all of that information seem to be missing? And again, why is the body cam not being released? Now, I have my own theory on it, and it is strictly speculation. And I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. And I know there's going to be people saying, well, you don't know. And exactly, I don't know. That's why I'm saying it's speculation. It's just speculation based off of where he was stopped. So I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. I'm actually using locations and also what we saw in the probable cause affidavit. So here is my speculation on this. Okay, this is Farm Road and Pullman Road. Pullman Road, also known as Highway 8. This is where he was stopped. Now, if you look at that intersection, Farm Road goes into Perimeter Drive. Now, he could have also been at one of these businesses. The Winco is right up back behind there on Farm Road, also at the mall. There's Buffalo Wild Wings, etc. The Winco definitely would have been open that time of night. But let's take a look at Perimeter Drive. Let's expand the map. If you expand the map, Perimeter Drive flows right into Nez Perce Drive. Where is Nez Perce? Oh, that's where Sigma Chi and New Greek Row is. Guess what you have views of from Nez Perce Drive? You would add views of 1122 King Road from there. Again, doesn't mean he was stalking, because as we've already established, whatever he was up to did not meet the definition of stalking under the law. So he was not charged with stalking. But we still haven't ruled out surveillance. We haven't ruled out watching. So, is it possible that when he was pulled over, he ended up stopping over at the mall parking lot, for example, because it was a good place to pull over if law enforcement's pursuing you off of the traffic, pull into the parking lot? Could he have been coming from Nez Perce and Perimeter? My personal feeling is that there's something on that body cam that they think is related to whatever happened at 1122 King. So, was the primary offense that he was pulled over for, did Corporal Dukes decide not to give him a ticket for that and just write it for the seatbelt violation? And so that's not even being listed anywhere? Or was the primary offense listed, and because it has something to do, or that they think it has something to do with the murder case, has it not been listed right now on the website? Has it been scrubbed from the iCourt cases? Because only that seatbelt offense shows up on there. And only on the citation. So there's one of two things. Either he didn't get cited for whatever the primary reason was he got pulled over, or he did get cited and they've just scrubbed it for now. But whatever the case, the body cam is not being released. Every time it's FOIA'd, they're saying that it deals with an ongoing case. Well, the only thing it could be related to is the murders. So what is on that body cam footage? Did the sheriff's deputy start following him with his body cam, trying to pull him over on Perimeter, or even back on Nez Perce, and he just drove a little ways before he pulled over? Is there something on there that leads law enforcement to believe he was coming from observing the house? Because otherwise, why aren't they releasing that body cam? Like I say, they released the Banfield, they released the noise complaints because there's nothing on them that's related to the case. So why is this body cam being held back, saying that it's part of an ongoing investigation? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.